Thanks to CyberGhostVPN for sponsoring this video. Yeah, should we laugh at Marvel as well?
Yes.
Because I feel like they've brought it on themselves as well. Latest article by Forbes, which is an absolute word salad and goes on for about, 3 ice ages. But the general gist of it is that the most recent phase of the MCU is down $619 million compared to phase 3, which makes for a comparative loss when you factor in the increase of ticket prices in the intervening years. They have lost approximately 60% of their cinema-going audience in that time, which is kind of not unexpected when you consider the performance of their movies, well, really, since Endgame, and the general reception of pretty much everything that they've put out. It's brutal.
But this article is full of cope because
yes,
they completely ignore the fact that the movies in general, and as well as the TV shows, are terrible. I have some notes here. Number 1, blames Black Widow failing on it being a prequel. LOL. Blames Eternals failing on silly costumes. Lol. Blames the movies for not being interconnected, thus creating confusion. If they're not interconnected, wouldn't it be less confusing? People just hate bad movies. These are the
that was Iron Man's problem, by the way. Not connected, When people watch it for the first time, they're like, man, what is this connected to?
Well, Mauler, that made what, 500 million? Pitiful.
I think the being connected is causing more problems. People are sick and tired of doing homework. It's becoming homework instead of entertainment.
Now it's time for a word from our sponsor. But if you're not into that sort of thing, then skip to this time code now. Hey, you! Yeah, you! If you're serious about online privacy, then you're going to need a VPN, and with over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot, CyberGhostVPN is one of the best you can get. Let's be real here, people are watching every time you go online, and even incognito mode doesn't keep you safe. Your internet service provider, your local IT department, even your home Wi-Fi router, they can all track what you do online. Well, that's where CyberGhostVPN comes in. Choose from over 100 different locations before you browse to encrypt and reroute all your traffic through their secure servers so that nobody can spy on you. Even CyberGhost themselves can't see what you're doing for total peace of mind. It also unlocks geo-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney+. You can even use it to score better deals online. Nice! It's compatible with all major devices and operating systems like Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. Want to share it with your friends and family? No problem. You can protect up to 7 devices at the same time. Click the link in the description to get it for just $2.03 a month, plus 4 months free. That is 84% off right there. There's even a 45-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't like it, you lose nothing. Anyway, back to the video. Don't worry, Az. Doomsday's going to put it all right.
I think that the whole homework aspect is a lot because so much of the dog shit with characters that nobody cares about is the homework, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, we're coming out with a movie with a character that you may or may not have some sort of feeling or care about. But in order to understand the plot line for what we're talking about, you have to watch 3 Disney Plus shows with characters that everyone hates and no one likes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Was it a problem for Captain Marvel that it was a prequel? That must have hurt it at the box office, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The article does admit that oversaturation of product is partially to blame, but they ignore the fact that it was shit product.
I mean, product is the perfect description as well. It's not art and it's not really storytelling anymore. It just became a product, a commodity to be sold. And the result is, people lost interest. And losing 60% of your audience, man, that is brutal. Especially when budgets have only gone up. It's not like they're scaling back the cost of these things to have a kind of managed decline, which is what they really need at this point. It's like, no, let's just throw even more money at the problem, and we'll throw more stars at it. Here, have a Chris Evans, have a Robert Downey Jr., have a Chris Hemsworth. Take it all. Now give us all your money.
I don't think it's going to have any effect on Doomsday.
I don't think so. it's never going to recoup the insane amount of money they're probably going to have to spend on this one.
This might be the first film where it's like, take whatever they say the budget is and times it by 10. That's probably what it cost.
I mean, has there been a movie that's cost 500 million before, ever in the history of cinema?
Didn't Rise of Skywalker meant to go over that?
Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker were flirting with those numbers for sure. I believe Infinity War and Endgame like combined cost almost $1 billion. Yeah. So like, wow, that's what you have to think about. That those movies in 2018 and 2019, they're spending about 500 million then. Think about now, not only with the scale of everything that's gone up, inflation, things like this, but now you're paying Robert Downey Jr. like $100 million right off the bat. You're paying the directors. You're paying 50? The directors about that, and that's not including back end deals for box office cut for both of those people. Then you factor in all the cast, and some of these cast members they're bringing in. It's not just like, oh, I'm sure they were cheap, right? But when you look at like how much is it going to take to get Patrick Stewart to say yes to this?
Oh, again? Yeah. And Ian McKellen. Yeah.
Ian McKellen to say yes to this again. They're not $200,000 or $250,000 actors. Like,
no.
Just the actors cast alone, these things are going to be blown the fuck up, let alone the production.
Because they'll have the typical clause, which is in everything, that they'll be lowballed on their first film. We know Gal Gadot was given like $375,000 for Wonder Woman. But their contracts say when you get a sequel, then it goes up exponentially. And so that will happen with a lot, because a lot of these actors will be coming back again for a movie, and therefore their fees will be going up because of the contract that they have in place with Marvel for a repeat appearance.
Well, yeah, and like as Ryan was pointing out there, a lot of these guys won't even have been under contract with them at all. Like they will have been part of the Fox universe from like 10, 15 years ago. And to get those guys in now, particularly old guys like Patrick Stewart or I guess Hugh Jackman is going to be in it as Wolverine, because of course they're going to milk him for all he's worth. Like guys like that are going to be able to demand whatever they want effectively.
Ryan Reynolds would have cost the reason why we didn't see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds on the chairs is because they were filmed. Those chairs were filmed. We've had that confirmed behind the scenes, but they hadn't signed on their contracts. Ryan Reynolds recently signed on his contract, and that's why he posted on Instagram. And we know that. And we also know there's been some shenanigans between him and Robert Downey Jr. behind the scenes as well. But
I don't know. I don't know how much stock I put in those, to be honest.
No, I don't. I think it might be exaggerated, but there's a lot of actors that have recently spoken out against working with Ryan Reynolds. So he is typically known as a very difficult person to work with.
I think when we like know that those headlines are out there, that exacerbates the fake news machine to invent things to put out there that people like will like hook on. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but unfortunately, I do have to bounce, guys. I had something else. I got an appointment I got to get to today, but. Appreciate you guys having me on, and I know it's everything that's going on in the past 24 hours, and it's 9/11, by the way, too, which is just crazy to think about.
Yeah,
it's been rough, but it's good to just get in and talk about something else with you guys for a little while. So thanks for having me on, guys.
See you tomorrow, dude.
No, appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on.
See you, Ryan.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, I did like this one. Big Hat Legion says, these movies are too depressing. Let's post our favorite Mauler quotes. I'll go first. The hardest part about kissing a perfect 10 is how cold the mirror feels on your lips.
I don't remember saying that.
Good one.
Yeah, you do. You liar.
But all right.
Yeah. No, man, it's we were talking there just about Avengers Doomsday, and I don't know. You know how there seemed to be that negative attitude around Captain America: Brave New World. You know, people were almost just waiting for it to fail because it was so overblown, and there was just so many negative like rumors around bad test screenings, and like the whole thing was just a reshoot disaster. It kind of feels like Doomsday already has that rep. I think it's just like it's such an overblown, overstuffed turkey of a film already. I don't think anyone sees a way for it to succeed, and it's like they're just kind of waiting for it to flop.
But Tobey Maguire was seen filming in London recently.
Really?
Don't know if that is for Doomsday or for Brand New Day. Most likely Doomsday. Again, another person that will cost cash dollar.
A bajillion.
Particularly after the success of No Way Home.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
The salary must go up after No Way Home because I believe the reported salaries for like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield was just $1 million apiece, but there's no way they'd only be paid that for an ensemble.
Not after the box office of No Way Home, and I think
way.
they probably just would have been contracted for that film with maybe
depends.
clauses for more later.
I guess it depends what they're asked to do for this, whether they have a serious role or whether it's just like, hey, go into this big green room, right, and get the costume on, say a bunch of like generic lines, and we'll choose the one that we want to use in the actual movie. You know, it could be like the Alan Cumming kind of experience where it's just like I had no idea what I was doing, who I was acting opposite, or what I was even supposed to be like saying in this particular scene. It was just, hey, shoot some stuff in a green screen and off you go.
Films.
It's the magic of cinema, baby. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get CyberGhostVPN for the special price of just $2.03 a month. Protect your data while you browse and get full access to all geo-block content on the internet. It's totally risk-free, so check it out now. The link is in the description.